So yesterday morning I promised that we would get to this verse, and then we didn't, but I trust you had a good meditation on those verses, and maybe you got to this verse in your meditation. I just want to talk about it a few words this morning, because I remember as a young believer finding this verse very, very challenging. And welcome, good morning. And Matthew 12, 30, 31 and 32, basically these are the verses I'm going to read, and then it says, well, Jesus said, "Whosoever speaks a word against the Son of Man, it shall be forgiven him. But whosoever speaks against the Holy Spirit shall not be forgiven him, neither in this world nor in the one to come." And this is, this is a very powerful statement from someone who said, if you dishonor me, you dishonor the Father. And apparently that can be forgiven, but not when someone dishonors the Spirit. What does that mean? And I remember as a young believer, it gave me a lot of trouble. I did not have a good grasp on it, and I was kind of troubled by it. What does that mean? Not because I thought it means something odd or weird or something. I just didn't understand and had some struggles with it. Well, I think you need to understand, the first thing is you need to understand that in John 8, verse, I think 30, verse 30, I think, Jesus said, "I do not seek my own glory, I seek the Father's glory." In John 5, verse 30 again, maybe, oh, sorry. He said, "I do not seek my own judgment. I do not seek my own will, my own volition. I seek the Father's judgment. I seek the Father's volition. I do not make my own choices. I basically trust His choices for me." Okay, so this is Jesus serving in the Gospels. He's the second person of the Trinity, but also He's the perfect servant of God, totally obedient, totally humble, and He's basically saying, I am respecting my Father, I am respecting the Holy Spirit, I am doing by the Holy Spirit and through the Holy Spirit whatever I do. And see, there is really the key, that if someone denies Jesus throughout their whole life, but then they turn to Him, that will be forgiven. But if someone lives through their lives and rejects the ministry of the Holy Spirit and says, that's the ministry of the devil, like the Pharisees were doing just a little bit earlier in the same chapter, then that person, stuck in their wickedness and stuck in their disrespect for the ministry of God towards them, rejecting that ministry, they will not be forgiven, of course, because they reject salvation, they reject the payment that Jesus had paid for them. So this is powerful, because it is a great warning to everyone. Like do not live like that. Do not live in that. If you are saying that that's Jesus's ministry, Christianity, it's from the devil, whatever, that's you are hurting yourself. You're hurting your eternal future. You're hurting your own life, and you believe that as Jesus is basically saying, guys, you are seeing a human being, but I'm more than that. If you dishonor me, you dishonor the Father, said Jesus. And if you are dishonoring me, you are actually destroying yourselves. And this is more serious than you know. So that is the key message there. And this is why salvation, being born again, it is such a huge part of our message. And God bless your day with that.